It is the end of Friday here at CER. We've had just under 100 kilometres of competitive action. I don't know what David Evans is doing there.
I'm
doing
doing
his best.
BTS.
BTS.
Behind
Hand
the
it back.
scenes.
Hand it back,
Behind the
David.
scenes.
There we go. Yeah, behind the scenes. Don't forget, if you are part of Club DirtFish, you can see our behind the scenes video, but you do have to sign up to Club DirtFish to see our behind the scenes. It will be well worth it from this one. So, Friday, what we did know was that the third stage in the loop, stage 5, stage 6 of the rally, Col de Jan David, it was always going to deliver a bit of drama, and it certainly did.
Big shout out to Alistair Lindsay, our
Yes.
colleague at DirtFish. He called it. He watched the onboards and said, that's your key stage.
We knew that there was time to be made there, and the man who absolutely got it right, as you would expect being first on the road, was Sebastian Ogier.
Absolutely, Colin. I think that it really brought it into sharp contrast because the first two stages of the day, which you've kind of gone over, were really clean. So many anti-cuts out there, you couldn't really get a wheel off the road anywhere.
Have to say, Ogier dealt brilliantly with the challenges that were set. He was nice and clean and tidy through the difficult stage 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And he leads at the end of the day, David. But tell me what that lead is over Kalle Rovanperä. It's I'll tell you what it is. 0.6 of a second. Rovanperä has been fantastic. But I have to say again, let's go back to our last tarmac outing. And Rovanperä was super dominant.
Yeah, but completely different. Chalk and cheese,
absolutely.
different, running a different tyre on totally different stages, different surface. But I think just to go back to 5 and back to Ogier's performance through there, yes, he knew that was the stage that it was going to give him an advantage. He could get the car off the road. He could kind of dirty the road a little bit. He had to take a chance. He had to take a risk. And within, certainly a couple of kilometres, we'd seen one moment. Then there was another moment. And then, it was. And
that's what happens when there were little moments. Yeah,
and he collected the car and he just carried on. He kept pushing. And he took time and he did a brilliant job.
Very positive. If you're on the lead, it's positive. I think both us and Kalle have done a great job today, creating the gap compared to any others. And we can be satisfied with that. Feeling in the car was good, no mistakes. And this Czech stage was challenging and demanding for us, like we expected. So altogether we are happy, but obviously the gap is nothing. So for the win, it's still all open.
And a little bit about tomorrow. Obviously not quite as extreme as the Czech stages today, but what can we expect tomorrow?
Well, I don't know. You say that, but it won't be really easier maybe. So especially still have the doubt with the weather as well. So if some rain is coming, it's again another story.
As I was saying, it is Rovanperä that's chasing him down. Rovanperä has been a bit of a joy to listen to today and a joy to watch. There's a weight has been lifted and he's very much enjoying himself out there. But a good day, David, you've got to say a good day. Would you have expected to have been ahead of Ogier? Maybe not. So maybe a really good day for Rovanperä.
I think if Rovanperä had been in Ogier's position first on the road through 5, maybe he'd have been in that position. But no, I think a solid day.
Yeah, obviously, I think the whole day, considering we have started third, we have been doing a good job. So yeah, tomorrow we will see when the starting positions will be pretty much equal. We will see how it goes.
It is kind of strange, isn't it, to be looking at Rovanperä second saying he's done a good job. Should we expect more from him?
It's the fact that both Ogier and Rovanperä, close as they are half a minute ahead of Elfyn Evans, who's in third. They're in a different league, those two.
Not really half a minute, it's more 25 seconds. And 5 seconds from a ridiculous...
Well, you know me, David, you know me. 25 seconds, half a minute.
That ridiculous penalty from last night for Elfyn touching the straw barrel. Very strange. But yeah, you're quite right. Elfyn clearly didn't quite get that feeling in stage 5. Bit of an overshoot. Who was it in the car, Cole, that said, "Oh, end of this straight, somebody's going off"?
I picked that spot as well, yeah. Elfyn lost that time this morning. This afternoon he was much better. Quickest through the last 2 stages.
Yeah.
He can't win this one from here unless something happens in front. But he'll be encouraged. He'll be encouraged by that pace this afternoon.
Take out that stage 5 and 6 and it's not a bad day.
Yeah, but 5 and 6 was in the rally, wasn't it? So it is a bad day.
Quite a big bit of the day as well. What do we expect? The rest of the rally is more like the first 2, or?
It's mixed again. I think 5 and 6 was obviously the most extreme stage in terms of the dirtiness and the bumpiness and green moss and all the rest of it. But there's still sections which are tricky and difficult tomorrow. So yeah, still need to find improvements in those areas.
What can you do? I mean, it's a tarmac rally, potentially quite a dry, clean tarmac rally.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, the gap is already quite big now, so on an event like this, it's going to be hard to make the difference to claw that back by one of them not having an issue, you know. So, of course, it's very tight even between myself and Oit, and Taka and even Adrian is not far behind. So I have my work cut out anyway to stay in front of that group. But you know, to catch the others on pace will be difficult. But nonetheless, I'm anyway going to have to go flat out to keep the guys behind.
You know, Tänak is not that far behind, 3.5 seconds behind. Let's talk a little bit about Tänak. They went for that gamble. Not gamble, they went for the 24 car for this event. He's not been effusive in his praise of the car or in his confirmation that it was the right choice. He's been difficult to read, but have his times shown us that he's made the right choice?
Well, yeah, because he's the leading Hyundai, isn't he? So therefore, you'd have to say absolutely. And I think, you know, we've talked a lot about the feeling in the car, the fact that he's more comfortable in this 24/early 25 spec car. But the big thing maybe, he's got a new engine.
Yeah.
He has a fresh engine. He has no stress with the manufacturers. He is just driving absolutely as fast as he can. Again, just difficult to, like you said, difficult to read him. He's talking about, you know, when the tarmac's dry, the car's just, it essentially is wallowing around like a bit of a boat. Then when you want it to wallow about, you want that soft, that suppleness to give it a traction on the really compromised slippery bits, it's too stiff. So, you know, he's struggling. Tänak's always a hard guy to read, but ultimately he's kind of not, he's just about still in there, isn't he?
And then not so far behind Tänak, Takamoto Katsuta. He's had a strong day, David. A really strong day, shown good pace, good consistency. No big dramas for Taka-san.
And that's the key. You know, he's undoubtedly, Taka's already looking forward to Japan and wondering, you know, he knows he needs a strong result there, and he knows that if he can come out of here with a bit of confidence about him, today was a day that could absolutely destroy your confidence. You know, you look at someone like Gregor Munster, who's gone off over that jump. It's really, really difficult to come back and to get back on it. And the trouble is with these kind of rallies, there's not the margin for error. You go on a tarmac rally, on a gravel rally, and you can slide the car a bit. You know, you've got that ability to move the car around. You're not doing that here. It's a proper, certainly the stages in Germany and Austria today, they're racetracks.
Well, I'll tell you who we should really talk about, David, and that is Thierry Neuville. Goodness me.
The nightmare continues.
Another
doesn't it?
really, I was going to say difficult day. I'd rather say disappointing day, because he's made mistakes again. Multiple mistakes out there.
There's no way around it. He has made mistakes. But it is a nightmare season. There's nightmare title defence, but he made mistakes. He's an architect of his own demise today. You know, everybody had 2 runs over that jump. He went too quick, he went too hot, he went off to the right. Did the right rear tyre, but he'd already been off by then. And it's just totally a day to forget. And the legacy of that issue in the morning continued into the afternoon because of that damage. The bonnet was then starting to blow up a bit in stage 6. It's been a nightmare. What I'm impressed with Thierry, all the time, always he finds a positive.
Yes.
And you know, he came out at stage 7, was it? And we were talking to him, and he said, "We will keep working. We will keep striving to find a better way with this car. We're testing different bits," and that's all they can do.
More than even being disappointed, I think we're a little bit lost at the moment to know what to do. Honestly, I have no clue. I just can't get the grip and the consistency, and it works when it's straight braking, junctions, and so on. But anything more complicated, it doesn't work.
Should tomorrow be more consistent? What do you expect from tomorrow?
It depends on the weather. I think it's still very open, and there was some rain in some of the stages today, so we have to see. But generally, we need to. I'm gonna trust the engineers. They're gonna put the car set up on the car, and I'm gonna go and give some feedback. It's the only thing I can do.
What do you want from the car?
More grip, just more grip. The balance overall, it's not too bad. It's just the grip is missing, and a bit more stiff car. We are super soft, and it's not what it should be on tarmac.
Tidy day out there for Sami Pajari. Was ultra cautious through the difficult stage 5, lost a bit of time, but he had a number of stages where he can look at them and say, yep, I was pretty quick in there. He'll take positives from today. And what about Josh McAlane? Well, tidy day, steady day. Nothing to write home about for Josh McAlane, but no big dramas out there for the M Sport driver. Moving on to WRC2. It's been a remarkable return to WRC2, David, for Alejandro
Cachon.
A
brief pause.
I said that with a slight French accent.
Yeah.
That kid on tarmac has got some talent and some pace.
Yeah, he's a sort of another generation of Gilles Panizzi in a Spanish flag car. Yeah,
Danny Sordo. You know, he was a quick tarmac boy when he was younger.
Great day, and just like you say, very, very dominant today. Oliver Solberg leads, is the fastest Rally 2, but not registered for the points. But yeah, really strong day from Cachon.
So there we are, folks. We have had a mighty entertaining Friday here at CER. Don't forget, if you want to have a little bit more of a look around the service park with some great stories, we've got them all. David, where'd you go?
You go up here and you go to Club DirtFish.
You do go to Club DirtFish. Sign up, folks. Take a look. There is some fantastic content there.
Some quite amusing content as well.
Some amusing content waiting for your consumption at Club DirtFish. We'd love to see you there. You do also get the chance to interact with myself, with David, with a wonderful Elliot, our videographer as well. So yeah, press that button, go have a look. We are going to press the button and head off. There's more work to be done at the service park before we head off to tomorrow's stages. We'll see you all again tomorrow.